You need something, and you need something a little bit ordinary into the interview as well.
Yeah, I prefer-
You want something a little bit kind of down to earth. We don't want to all
I
be.
prefer
We don't want to be
something
stuffy.
funny, you know?
Exactly.
So when we go to play tennis?
yeah, that's it. It would have been a better final
the
if it
big
was
room.
Argentina against Britain, wouldn't it?
In one of the big rooms of the hotel, no?
Oh, is there a tennis court here?
No, maybe
Yeah,
no.
so we
Maybe
wish.
we rent the big one.
You're probably more likely to have a badminton, not badminton, a table tennis court perhaps.
Maybe no, maybe in the toilet, no, of the hotel we can play tennis. Yeah.
So on August the 3rd, Herman Zwanek has a major exhibition of work coming up here at the Gore Hotel. How do you feel about this opportunity that's come into your life right now? And I was going to ask you, what's the inspiration behind this latest exhibition?
I think that, for example, I had never been in these places like that. I mean, as an exhibition, I always do like in normal galleries. Maybe it could be a very good gallery, simple ones. But this hotel, it has its own history. The decoration is beautiful. It's inspiring me a lot. I
It's
like
a fabulous
this picture.
place, isn't
Did you saw what's going on in the picture?
Yes, they're having a good time, aren't they?
Maybe the salt was.
It's snowing in the picture, isn't it?
It's snowing.
We won't say what the snow is, but it's snowing in the picture, yeah.
So and I really want to show my new works there, which is related to the city background and the human figure, and which some are really created right now. They are new, no? Which I want to show only in the exhibition, and I'm saying I'm really happy for this opportunity.
One particular piece
Yeah.
which really stands out actually to do with the pieces that you're going to be having in the exhibition is hung out to dry. For
this
example,
one.
what was one of the what was one of the inspirations behind that picture, and what were you thinking? What's the picture about? What's it meant to be about? What were you thinking when you?
I like the man being hanging on the washing line because it looks like something dramatic of our society, of this generation, no?
Yeah.
Is there somebody like without control of his body, no? So I think it could be like a business guy or just somebody, but not only concentrate the big city. Could be also people from the countryside. Or another countries, no? Because we have to go to work, we work in offices, there is buildings in everywhere, so and I like how it looks, the pictures. No?
One of your friends told me that one of the inspirations in that picture was that you wanted to relate to the fact that it was an individual who was struggling with life as well, and of course he's in that picture hung out to dry, he's hanging on a peg. So could you explain to us more about the reason why he's hanging on a peg?
I like the object, no, because it's it's related to the simple life. I mean, something like a normal for everybody, just for washing the clothes and get dry outside. And I really like this idea how it looks, no, like a little tired and so on.
But the other picture, of course, which is going to be in your exhibition, which is coming up on August the 3rd, is the one, of course, of the American young man with all the pictures behind him. And when I saw this particular piece of work, for me, one of the things that really stood out about it was the fact that it was pictures within a picture. It was almost a bit like George Bellows. Even though it's a very different style, there's a very famous George Bellows piece, which was at an exhibition recently here in London. In that picture is so many different pictures. And in your picture that you've created recently, there's so many pictures in that picture. So what was the inspiration to have what was it that made you put so many pictures into that picture?
First, because I enjoy to play. I mean, to do many pictures, to playing with different kind of positions, ideas in the same picture because I enjoy, and then because maybe I saw something sometimes on the characters, for example, the main character of the picture, and then he showed me something like something that I can think about it and show, and I want to show to the people later. So then maybe
show to the world.
Yeah, maybe I can see in one of the main characters that I can think in the countryside, or in one picture of Van Gogh. So I say, okay, I'm gonna show because it's coming to my mind this. So I think if it's working like this, there is relation. I mean, there is an harmony,
And also, for example, today I was in a shop in Chelsea, Kensington.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, not too far from
Do you
here.
buy the picture?
I wish. And it was a bit beyond my budget.
You have to take my one.
It was about £9,999,000, 500 out of my budget.
My ones are a little more.
Well, this was the inspiring thing about it, because I went into the shop and I knew I was looking at something special, which is exactly the same thing I feel whenever I look at your work. I feel like I'm really looking at something special. And this was a Claude Monet from a private collection worth £10 million. And I really have a strong feeling that in 100 or 200 years' time, that perhaps somebody like me is going to walk into a shop and look at one of your pictures, and it's going to be worth £5 or £10 million. Do you feel that perhaps that reality could happen in 100 or 200 years' time regarding your work?
Oh yeah, I hope. I hope that it's happened before when I am alive,
It's better when you're alive.
I don't want to be part of the tragedy of the history of the art, Another tragedy,
And to do with all your pictures that you're putting into the exhibition, which one is among your personal favourite?
I really...
Or if you like, which one did you enjoy painting?
It's a very good question because it doesn't exist yet, the pictures. I'm created. I'm in the process to create it, but I have already a half of them, and I'm working because I really want to capture. It's not like I can with all pictures to do the exhibition. It has to be something that about me in this moment. So I'm on the way to create. Some that are really finished, another, but I think I really like when the picture is simple and is clear, the message.
One of the things that strikes me about your work, particularly the body of the pictures of the human beings, is it's so uniquely, the way you put the face into a person, you actually make the person look exactly as if they would look if you were with them in reality.
Yeah,
I was going to ask you, what's given you the ability in life to be able to draw somebody so accurately, and why do you always like to draw people so often as well?
This is a question. I don't really. All my life, I always draw human figure, but I think I concentrate maybe in the soul, of the human being, and maybe, but not in something deeper, in the heart, and something that the people cannot show directly, So I want to show, because I really want to show in one picture something complete about the main character.
Yes.
The bad thing, the good thing, the sadness, the happiness. Some people told me before that why my picture sometimes looks very unhappy, They're not so. But I think in the life of any person there are happy moments, there are good moments, sadness. So in my pictures there is parts that are very beautiful, and others that are very sad, and others that are more happy in the same picture. Because I think that I really like all the feelings of the human being. I'm not only, but I like the happiness as well. But I use I want to tell history in my work.
Some artists in life never know what they're going to create next before they create it, and they just suddenly then get a sudden inspiration and then start to paint a particular picture. Do you always have an idea what you're going to paint next? Are you quite organised in that sense, or is it again you never really quite know what you're going to paint next? It just suddenly the image comes. In other words, if you have a model, for example, who you've taken a picture of, and you then start painting the image of that person, do you actually know what you're going to paint around that person before you start painting that picture, or does it just mentally come as it goes along?
This is a very good question. Yeah, sometimes I have talked with some person, could be some people of the street, a friend. So I know I'm gonna do a portrait in the future of him, no? But I don't realize. I mean, I don't tell them in this moment, but I know because I mean I'm interested in every person, not only famous people, species. It should be because I think everything could be a good work. Depends the way that you show, and I really like the the urban backgrounds, and sometimes the contrast is very good. For example, to show somebody dressed like very smart and maybe polite, and then in the around the road, with the trash around. Because I think sometimes we feel like this without harmony, because everything's going fast around us, so we cannot capture all the things that we have in the moment. Like in the past it was, I think, better harmony in the life. Now there is a lot of information, so we cannot capture what is going on. So I think in my work I usually try to don't have too much harmony. So I do an harmony, sometimes I show another disharmony, we can say, even in the color. Sometimes I go in one harmony, but then I show another color complete, because when I saw the city, when I see, for example, I see a lot of things around me, beautiful things, and also something that in complete disharmony. So, but I feel that this is also kind of maybe the beauty of these times, I like the disharmony.
How do you feel that when people, for example, come to the exhibition here at the Goa Hotel, it's beautiful surroundings actually that we're
I'm very happy to be here. Everything is full of details.
And of course a famous surrounding as well in the past.
Yeah.
I see here we have a picture of
My
the Rolling Stones behind us.
Yeah,
and they're still rocking, because they've rocked recently at the Glastonbury, of course.
We have to go to the next show. Yeah.
But I was going to ask you this question, of course, because the Rolling Stones have always reinvented themselves, and they've been clever at sticking with a similar image, but always reinvented themselves. So obviously they've had longevity, and
I like the cut of the hair of them.
Exactly. But the question that comes,
they have the same cut of the batterist, the drums, no?
Well, Mick looks very handsome there, doesn't he? I feel, with his long hair back then.
Yeah, he always.
I think
even in this time, he still.
Our lady friends and our gay friends would have liked that back then, wouldn't they? When you look back at what you've done so far, and look ahead to what you're going to do in the future, here's the key question: do you feel that people will be able to relate with today's world in what you are getting across in your artwork, which will be on display here at the Goa Hotel on August the 3rd?
I really like to change, because I think life is a change, and also could be more fun to change. I like to change, and maybe if it's 10 years I'm completely different, I would be very happy. Because I really want to. This is because sometimes I like to go very deeper into one kind of art, and then maybe I can change and go in another direction. Yeah, I think maybe I still doing the same. I'm happy if I can create a new good work, something good. I could be very happy. Make me happy,
You said in one of your interviews.
One of the most things make me happy. Even if it's a fire outside, if I do a very good work, I'm very happy, and the work could be explode around me,
In one of your recent interviews, you actually said that you feel you always live spiritually in the environment in the kind of environment where you live now. Can you tell us a little bit about where you live now and what inspiration that gives you spiritually for the artwork that you create?
This is a good
Because I find
question,
where you
because
are very spiritually
yeah,
uplifting,
yeah, yeah,
right?
because I really want to talk about my place because I'm very happy because it's an unusual place for an artist because it's very simple. It's, we can say it's dirty, no, full of trash and such a big places but without renew, no. It's like
Yeah.
still old, and I'm really happy to be there because I feel like it's like the material that I can move. It's not complete, no? So I feel like I'm in the middle of something creative. And then I feel like I am around the road, no? Because I saw trash, people working, and I feel alive, no? I can work there, I can get inspiration, no? And of course I cannot live in another place because for me my life is to paint, so I cannot divide my life. So I like always to live in the place where I work because I don't know when I work and when I live. So there is no division.
And with regards to a very that same spiritual uniqueness that you have in the way you feel about life, where would you like to see yourself 20 years time from now with regarding your artwork?
In my artwork. I was thinking maybe in the beach
And
in Barcelona.
that sounds good.
I always in the middle of the most stressful cities, which is part of my heart maybe because I really like the cities, no?
I guess
Yeah,
the
I
question that
think I
spiritually
keep
comes to mind, forgive
Yeah,
me,
tell me.
the question that spiritually comes to mind is that will spiritually, do you feel you'll still be the same in 20 years time, even if the surroundings where you are very different to where they are now?
Like the portrait of Dorian Gray.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe I can do my own self-portrait that I keep it into the into the box, no? Maybe I can be the same. Yeah, I hope to be the same as a person and then to change my style as an artist, no?
What do you think it is that makes some of us artists and some of us something else? What do you think it is that makes us wish to paint? What was it that first started to make you pick up a paintbrush and draw what you draw now?
I think I was always drawing even without conscience. I was drawing because I would feel, I don't know, attraction about this. And then I would keep my eyes in Michelangelo, some books that my father take of his trips around Europe. And then I was always like when I was a kid with these books. Yeah, I think if I am honest with you, I like all the artists. No, especially the artists of the past. Maybe I not considered myself classic. I consider it very. I like to do something new and complete to move the people. But in my character, maybe I'm more. I feel more relation with the classic artist to give my life into my work and not be too much concentrating what's going on around. And maybe yeah, I like the classic artist. Maybe I can maybe some point of the technique I don't too much agree, but I like the maybe the personality of the classics sometimes.
And Herman, the other question I need to ask you is, for example, what does Swanwick get his inspiration from in terms of artists? Because obviously your body shapes are very, very good. So, for example, who would be one or two of your favourite artists which you get inspiration from? Because all artists. You once said to me something very, very special. You said that one of the beautiful things about creating a picture is that when you're painting, you can forget about everything else in your life,
yes,
and that painting then becomes your reality.
Yes, yes.
And I guess the reality I'm thinking about now is, with regarding your pictures and your painting, what reality do you think people are going to see, and which artists in those pictures will people also be able to relate to regarding heroes of yours?
And I really want that. I like that the artists on the future maybe can see that my work could be something true, no? It's come directly for something that I feel, no? There is no too much control on that. And I really want to show the soul of the people. And also, I want that they realize that in my mind there is also not, I don't make limit in the style. So sometimes I can show different styles in the same picture because in my mind all the art are together. I mean, they are not, I cannot see the difference between Picasso and Michelangelo because it comes together. So I really want that the people in the future can see this, that the art is together, there is not a different style. This is only for the books. I think as an artist we have to think just in the simple way. We have to see the picture and create something. This is what I like. I'm happy with it.
And what drives you on? What gives you that drive to, for example, have this exhibition?
I want to say sorry because of my English, no? Maybe it's not so good. It's like an Argentinian way. No?
Your English is fine. Your English is fine.
Have you ever been in Argentina?
I haven't, and your English is a lot better than my Argentine. But muchas gracias.
Oh, de nada.
But here's the other question for you. How do you think people in Argentina and London would see your work that you're going to have at the exhibition? How do you think they would feel about your work, the two different, vastly different cultures?
Yeah.
Because in one of your pieces, in many of your pieces actually, but one particularly stands out to mind, is quite a cultural piece because you have an image of the Scream in this picture, then you have a barbed wired wall in the picture, and then you also have the famous Picasso image of the weeping woman. So there's a vast amount of image in this picture which is related also to your style, and then obviously you've got kind of the style of others put into your own image, which you then reinvented as well. And I guess what I'm wondering is, how do you feel, to clarify that question more, how do you feel that the audiences across the world will look at your work?
I always afraid, that I really want to talk with all the people, and I don't want to be only concentrated in my environment. So in this way I feel happy to come from another country because I can keep my eyes in different places, because I really want to show my things to everybody, all the people here and the people in another country. So in the end, I like to talk about one generation, because we are the same. If you go now to Argentina, maybe there is a hotel and there is an interview, and maybe there is some people passing by because they have to go to work in the offices. It's the same reality than here. So I want to talk about this, our generation, no? Like a people, because maybe I think in the future the people who see us as an artist, they want to see just what is going on in our souls, not too much in the politics, more something they want to see deeper, what's happening inside of us. So I'm concentrating this, and also I show the background, so I don't like to be blind, so I show what is going on all around us. Because in the end I try to show the communication, between human being and the background. I'm happy if I can't really do it.
And of course, there's one. What does an artist do on his day off? What does he do when he's not painting? What's your interests in life?
Maybe I'm sleeping. I make interviews. I don't know. I'm thinking when I not paint, I think my ideal life, it is like when I not paint, I can be with friends. But also another of my ideas could be like I can be with one friend when I paint, so I can keep painting.
I think in life some people's work is some people are good artists and then others are unique. Personally, I feel that your work is very unique. As we look at many of the images that we've seen during this interview, some of the pieces that people would have seen on film. And of course, it's that uniqueness that often is the difference between someone succeeding and becoming a well-known artist and someone not becoming quite so well-known.
Yeah.
How do you feel? How would you feel in 20 years' time if things go one way or the other? How would you feel about painting?
I think I always can feel happy if I do a good work. No, I feel complete inside. So if I keep going to do my style and I feel like I'm really successful, I feel happy. Yeah, I think the thing's gonna go. I think maybe well. Yeah, I think.
I definitely think so.
Yeah, I'm happy if I can keep painting, I can keep creating, no, and I can do something that I really feel happy. Yeah, of course. And I like to live here in London, to be in the place where I was the Rolling Stone. I mean, it's a pleasure. I want to be in this room, no? Yeah, it's very. I like the decoration, no? There is nothing on the plate, no? But I saw things on the desk.
There's definitely something.
And the clothes are amazing.
There's definitely something on the desk, yeah.
And the clothes are amazing, no? I mean.
It wasn't. What was on the desk wasn't so cheap in them days. I guess the desk would be more expensive now, though.
Ah, yeah, maybe. Maybe, yeah. So.